Today I'm sharing with you how I make my soft, flaky and beautiful layered chapati. And trust me, these ones are perfect with a good plate of beans. Just look at those layers and the softness. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Soft, tender and nicely layered. Let's start by making our dough. I'm using plain flour and to that I'm adding some salt. Give the flour and salt a good mix so everything is evenly distributed. Now I'm going to gradually add my water as I mix. Don't add all the water at once because the amount you need can vary depending on your flour. Keep mixing until the flour comes together and starts forming a dough. And now we knead. I'm going to keep kneading until the dough becomes smooth, soft and no longer sticky. Once the dough has come together nicely, just like this, I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. This helps give us a lovely soft dough. Now we keep kneading until the oil is fully incorporated and the dough becomes smooth and soft. And this right here is the consistency we are looking for. Soft, smooth and clean, with no dough sticking to my hands or basin. I'm placing the dough back into the basin, covering it, and I'm going to let it rest for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, and look at that dough. It has relaxed beautifully and it's very soft. I'm giving it another quick knead before I start dividing it. I'm now sprinkling a little flour on my work surface and I need to divide the dough into equal portions. Try to make your portions as even as possible so your chapatis cook at the same rate. And here are all my dough balls ready to be rolled out. Take one of the balls and gently flatten it with your palm. Now roll it out into a nice round shape. I'm spreading a little oil over the surface. Then making a slit from the center all the way to the edge. Now I'm going to roll it up into a coil. This is what helps create those beautiful layers in the chapati. And I'll repeat the same process with the rest of the dough. We are all done now, and here they are, all ready to be rolled out and cooked. So let's sprinkle some flour. Take one of the coils and gently flatten it with your palm. Then roll it out carefully into a round chapati. You don't want to press too aggressively here. Just roll gently until you get your desired thickness. Now onto a moderately heated pan. Let it cook for a little while before turning. Once you start seeing it cook onto the first side, flip it over. And look at that beautiful golden color coming through. Now I'm adding a little oil on both sides and letting it cook until beautifully golden and cooked through. And we continue with the rest till we are done. And just like that, our chapatis are done. Look at these beautiful golden chapatis. Soft, flaky and full of layers. And honestly, this is my favorite part. Look at those layers, and you can already tell just how soft they are. And of course, what better way to enjoy homemade chapati than with a delicious plate of beans? Simple, homemade and absolutely delicious. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more homemade recipes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you into my next one. Bye.